Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to this evening's collective message. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. Here is the singing bowl. I actually hit that on accident. That's so funny. Okay, I forgot to move my microphone slightly. Here we go. All right, so welcome to this evening's collective message. So if you guys are new to this collective message, essentially the way that it works is I sometimes choose a theme, sometimes I let the guides choose a theme. I do an automatic write, or I essentially channel through visions, whatever wants to come through. And then I usually choose a crystal and I channel with that too. Whatever message wants to come through. Then I start pulling cards, tarot and oracle. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. Feel free to check out any of my other series on my channel. I do obviously pick a card readings, which is, mainly what the channel is popular for. I've created a series called The Wake Up Call, and this series is here to help assist you in your spiritual journey and your spiritual unfolding as well. Okay. So, the message that came to me this evening, I got a lot of notes. Let's see if you can see it. The placement of the card is always the challenging part. I got a lot of notes. I'll read through it. I'll be snappy with it. But there's a lot that came through because there's a powerful message that wanted to come through. So, yeah, I guess we'll get started. The first thing I was seeing was I saw a star and I saw squids. I saw a squid. So the star to me is very much symbolic of, it's a light being light energy, bright energy. It's about, I think, tapping into your true essence, being authentic and letting that energy radiate from you and letting that direct you, following your own destiny, following your North Star. We also have the squid. So to me, I didn't want to look it up. I wanted to see intuitively what I could pick up. So the two things I associate squids with is they have one eye, I believe, and they have ink. You can use their, whatever they produce within them in their bodies, you can use the ink for something. So ink, to me, it has a practical use. You can use it for beauty, like to make art, to create things. You can also use it for the liberal arts, to communicate, talk about something, write about something that matters to you. It's also permanent, or we think of ink as permanent. We associate it with permanence. So there's something shifting, there's something shifting in your life that is allowing you a permanent solidification of who you are, your identity, and your pathway. The one eye to me is very much symbolic of intuition, the third eye, and a deep knowing. So the one eye is about following your direction or knowing your direction without seeing your direction, essentially. Knowing where you're going intuitively. The energy I started picking up after that was royalty and status. It felt more like an energetic royalty and status, an initiation, and knowing the part you play. So I believe that you're essentially being an open door, given the opportunity to level up into a higher consciousness. This is the initiation. This is the invitation. It's going to level you up in terms of royalty and status of existing within yourself, existing in your life. It's also going to give you naturally royalty and status. If you guys have followed spiritual teachers, you know the ones who are tapped into a higher level of consciousness, or the highest up there consciousness, are of royalty and status. People respect them naturally. So this is the energy you're going to emanate from yourself, and this is the energy that people are going to sense from you when they're around you. I kept getting a sisterhood energy that kept coming through, so that might be specific to me, but I was getting a sisterhood. Either way, there's initiation happening. I believe the sisterhood, actually, yes, the sisterhood is a representation of an intuitive family. So like a soul tribe intuitive family, because that's feminine energy. It's about a welcoming, you're being embraced, you're being taken care of by the sisterhood. There's access to secret knowledge you're being allowed to have, but this also comes with responsibility. So I believe that truly the way that the universe reveals itself to us, we can't have access to the knowledge unless we have the wherewithal to hold it from a place of, or hold it in high regard, for us to respect it. So in order for the highest divine knowledge to come to you, or higher divine knowledge to come to you, you have to have a deeper inner respect for existence, for humanity, for yourself, and for just the spiritual realms in general. If you hold it in high regard within your heart, it will show up to you. It will reveal itself to you. Kind of think of like a book appearing out of nowhere. And it took me to Diana, Discovery of Witches. So I kept being taken to like historical buildings and libraries. So to me, this is, again, the energetic library that you're having access to. You may feel called to go and travel and be in like different places, ancient historical places that are connected to ancient knowledge. So Diana from Discovery of Witches, she became the book. Spoiler alert, but in the series, essentially she was searching for a book, but she became the book. So she became the pathway to have access to this knowledge. We all have access to higher knowledge. That's the beautiful thing about higher spiritual knowledge. It's accessible to all of us. It just opens up to those who are open to it. So I kept getting this sense of responsibility, use it wisely. You essentially be learning another language or ancient symbols. So this is going to be like new knowledge or information or downloads that come to you, but it's going to be very much, it's like a new language, but you're going to intuitively just kind of sense or know for how it reveals itself to you. This knowledge, ultimately, all higher knowledge is there to help you free yourself and to help other people free themselves. So this is something that you might actually feel called to write a book, talk about it, speak about it, have conversations to help free people using this information. We can't help it. When we learn something we really love, we can't help but want to share it. That's just natural. Yeah, so essentially, again, an ancient symbols, ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, ancient language. So this is a language that is like, it's been written in the stars. Like this is something that's been available for eons. I don't even know. Eons. It's always been there. And then I kept hearing the song from, was it Prince of Egypt? There can be miracles when you believe. So to me, again, it's connected to the people, right? Helping the people, being there for the people. That's why you're getting this knowledge, to free yourself, to free other people. So from the Hooker Diamond, this is going to be a long reading. Oh my gosh, look at the time. From the Hooker Diamond, I was getting initiation, library, communication immediately that came through. And then I saw a bridge. So the bridge is essentially crossing over to a different dimension, to that knowledge, to that, essentially you're experiencing a different reality. I wouldn't say you're creating, it already existed, but you're having access to it. So what you're being called to do is give up your false identities and step into the everything. Give up your false identities and step into the everything. Here awaits you. That's what I wrote. Here awaits you, pure love and pure joy. Your pathway has been created. So it's already been created for you. They've already created. I just kept getting this, like, we've already created your pathway. You're good. Like, you got the past. You got the past. You just need to cross on over. Put one foot in front of the other. And then I kept hearing women's voices again. So there is something there. Maybe specific, like, guides or light beings that are talking to me are women. And then I was seeing in the crystal a rainbow window. A rainbow window. To me, this is like the window into a new vision for how you can see the world. Like the new reality you're essentially experiencing. And I wrote being reborn. So there's a feeling of, yeah, so a new vision for how you see the world is being reborn. Set aside your worries. Okay. Yeah, deep. Deep stuff. Deep. Okay. let's go ahead and pull cards and just see whatever message the guides want to offer to us today. And I'm excited. Guides, what would you like to talk about today? Look at that. Hermit card, 3 of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is about setting aside the worries. Hermit, 3 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. So all of these are about tapping into, again, like releasing this, the fear around any kind of lack. Any form of lack is an illusion because we're surrounded by infinite abundance. So we need to release this mentality. The way that you release this mentality is you go within yourself, hermit. I've literally, physically been hermiting from people in society, but it also helped me to introspectively look within myself and have to be honest. This 3 of Swords feels so powerful to me. So typically we see the 3 of Swords as like a weakness or a struggle or a difficulty. It's like I'm getting like a badge of honor is being dedicated to you, to honor what you have gone through, and in spite of that you still carry through. You know, you've acquired so much wisdom. So I feel like they really want to honor you. It's like this heart is so beautiful, it's so bright, it's so thriving, it's still alive. It's like, it's, to me, I just see the swords as strength. It's like, even though it's being stabbed, it's very strong. It's like, actually, I hold all of these painful experiences as a, like, I wear it as a badge of honor. To understand, it helped me to know myself more. It helped me to ask for more. Without it, you probably would have been fine. But with it, you're also fine. It's like you're still strong in spite of the wounds that you had. But they're illusionary wounds, right? Swords. It's in your mind. It's just releasing our attachment to that. And also the attachment to the story. With the 5 of Pentacles here, I'm getting like very much this energy of not needing to have a lot to feel like satiated or satisfied in life. It's just, you know, having very little but still feeling very content. That's what actually I'm getting from that card. But yeah, it's like, even though you could have like so little and yet be so taken care of and feel taken care of. Okay, let's go and see what else wants to come through. Yeah, these cards were like throwing abundance in my face, so it's very interesting. But I feel like I'm just picking up energies, even though they are telling you, let go of that lack, fear mentality. Look at that, we got 4 of Swords. So a lot of healing is being done. The advice again is to continue to go inward into yourself to connect to that. You know, this man looks like he's praying in a church. He may actually be praying in a church. The church that these people feel like they can't access. That 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. A lot of clarity, a lot of thinking clearly is coming to you. It's like, I can think clearly, I can see clearly now exactly what I need to do. And it's coming from a place of rest instead of restlessness. Internal rest, physical rest is good too, of course. But internal rest, yes. So this guy, I feel like he's closing his eyes, even though he's resting. It's like he's actually accessing everything in that space of keeping his, you know, his eyes closed. He's focusing, he's concentrated because he knows whatever knowledge is coming through, it's exactly what he needs to hear. So he's listening patiently. Yeah. Okay. High Priestess wanted to flip out. Yeah, so initiation is happening for you here. Yeah. So I'm just seeing her hand. Well, it looks slightly bent awkward for some reason this time around. Okay. So, of course, it always feels awkward, like when we're first accessing new knowledge, information, you're channeling for the first time, I don't know, you've opened your third eye. It always feels awkward in the beginning, and it feels like she's wearing this clothing like it's a costume, right? She's been initiated into this space of like, I can have all of this abundance and access to this knowledge. Yet at the same time, it feels a little awkward because it's like, who am I But don't worry about it. It's like eventually you're going to get more comfortable with accessing and being attuned to that. There's nothing you need to be or do. Like in terms of status, you may be offered the status of someone who's able to access this knowledge, but don't let it for a second make you question, why me? This is the hope that God has for all of his children, to access that. But they have to do the work. That's the thing about being a parent. You got to let the kids do the work. So we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is about abundance. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting like brought to seasons and cycles with the Queen of Pentacles. Seasons and cycles. You're in a state of maturity or a place of maturity. You're maturing. And they want to acknowledge that maturity has happened as a result of your work. You putting in the work. Because it's Pentacles showing up, you've been putting in physical work to change and shift your life in a better direction. But you've also been putting in a lot of beautiful internal work as well. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is a very nice balance of both. Yeah, this message of like not running away from life, not needing to, if you try to run away from life, it becomes less, right, satisfying. But if we go through these season cycles, they want you to understand and acknowledge you've gone through all of these for a reason. They were all to bring you to the same place, of accessing that freedom within yourself. But right now your energy is steadying, it's stabilizing to the point where you're not trying to or feel like you have to run away from or achieve or do anything to get anywhere. You're understanding that a lot of this abundance is just existing within you just by existing, and it's available all around you. So she has these trees and leaves around her. She has the rabbit down by her feet. So, but I'm getting a lot of steadiness. If before you hoped for, I want success in this, I want a relationship, I want this, I want that. She knows that she can have all of that just by sitting at where she's at and being present. And aware of what's going on in her life. Yeah. Something about beauty here. It also, allowing yourself to feel beautiful. That too is coming through. Allowing yourself to feel seen. So with the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting a little bit more with this one. Let me go ahead and clarify. I don't know why it's taking me to when I was a kid. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles for me. We'll just clarify it really quick. We have the King of Pentacles. Dang. We got a King and Queen, and we got the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know. I keep being brought to like when I was a kid, and I don't know, when you're a kid, you just feel like everything's possible, right? You just feel like you can do anything, and you can do this, you can dream. But I'm getting that from the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you can dream, whatever you dream it can become a reality. Whatever you dream, it can become a reality. It's like actually you daydreaming is what you're here to experience. Whatever you daydream about is what you're here to experience. And there's something about, there's like a humble or humility that's coming through here. It's like you don't have to have all of these amazing tools or skill set or training to access what you need. It's like whatever daily effort you put in is enough. And we have here the King of Pentacles. Whatever honest daily effort you put in is enough. It feels very humble. It almost feels like someone just going to a 9-to-5, like just putting in the work. If you think about someone who just goes to work, they don't complain. It feels like that. I think you've been putting in the work and you don't complain. And as a result, something's coming in here. Let me look at this King of Pentacles. It's what he's holding in his hand. Is it scepter? Is that the word for it? Scepter, maybe. Yeah, it feels kind of like status. I feel like, okay, I heard it in my head. Like, you know how when a queen knights someone and it gives them a certain kind of status, then they have a certain kind of title? So I think there's an opportunity coming your way for someone to knight you, to essentially offer you an opportunity to be of status. It's like almost like you didn't have to really do anything except do whatever you're doing, but this person is going to knight you because the royalty is in your blood. Yeah, that's weird. Or maybe not. It's like the royalty is in your blood. this person really sees, or they can really see and like they can see truly how the effort that you put in. They know that it's like honest. They want to honor it. Yeah. They want to honor it. They want to honor your efforts. Okay, we'll do one more tarot card. Moon card. That's funny because that was actually under the High Priestess, but I just let it go. Yeah, again about strong intuition unlocking. Yeah, with that moon card. Strong intuition. To me, that is the underworld is what I'm hearing, or another world or other world. Having access to another world or the other world. Yeah. And even the pillars right in the background. It's like another world. When you pass this, what movie did it's not a movie, it's like the show I watched, it was on Amazon about time, it wasn't time traveling, but they went through two things, pillars. They went past the pillars to enter into a new world. So it's about being entered into a new world, entrance into a new world. That's what I'm getting from that. Yeah. Pretty much aligned with the channeled message. It's like you have access to a whole new like library of information that wants to come to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with a special Kyle Gray's Oracle Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. You know what's funny? I bought this deck to like educate myself this year about like spirituality and the gateways. I feel like these cards actually activated the gateway for me. Isn't that insane? Yeah. So again, it's the gateway. That's what I was trying to come up. The word choice. Wow. The synchronicity is just bizarre today. But yeah, it's the gateway. You're going through a gateway. The bridge looked like an archway, but it also looked like a bridge, like a crossing over. Okay. Tell me more, guys. Oh boy. Did these cards activate my gateway? Wow. Guys, serious star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. What did I say about star? The star. Yeah, you know exactly what direction you're being called in. Just continue to trust it. You're doing great. You're getting a huge heck yes from your guides saying to proceed. Again, about the being seen, and I said that earlier. It says, be seen, push through. You're doing great. We have here Palladian activation coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. Resolution is exactly what it sounds like too. So it's like your outer conflicts are resolving. So like any kind of conflicts you have with family, for example, or conflicts you have with your life, or conflicts you have with your job, any kind of conflicts you're experiencing in your life is going to be resolved because there's harmony that's being created energetically within you. The outer experience is going to mirror that. So there's a coming together within you, and there's a coming together that's happening externally as well. And then you'll be coming together with the right people who kind of help facilitate this pathway for you. Yeah, beautiful blue energies. Again, about that like High Priestess, moon. You've been initiated. You're entering into a whole new world. Awakening. Look at that. Community number 8. Yeah. Big time. Let me see what I'm getting from this. It's just gonna feel very natural because they're like in a natural habitat for the community card. They're in like a really natural habitat. It's gonna feel very natural for you to be like around this people, in this environment, in this experience. It's gonna feel like home. It's like, wow, I've been looking for a home, but you have to create it in yourself first in order to align with it externally. Yeah, 8 to me, this is solid. Again, there's something about permanence, like meeting people who are going to be permanently a part of your life. Even the King of Pentacles here can be a representation of people coming into your life who are going to be a permanent part of your life, of this lifetime. We have birds flying around, leaves. It's just like, it's going to feel very free, very organic, very natural for you to be in this space. So what's interesting is this word says hotel. You may be meeting people at a hotel. I don't know, like think about signing up for a convention or something. Like you get an invitation to a convention and you meet people at a hotel, for example. And you guys are like, let's talk God. Let's do it. You can do it. Just see it through it. Okay. 3 cards came out, so we'll take it. We have wise leadership, Epona, 14. So I was talking about responsibility. The King of Pentacles is also a representation of responsibility that's coming towards you here. Status, responsibility. Responsibility is offered to people who are ready to handle it. Sometimes it comes to people who can't handle it, but people who can't handle it won't sustain the results. But if you continue to sustain what you're doing, you will get the results. Or, you know, you'll be able to maintain it, essentially. So they really want you to feel reassured. With the Queen of Pentacles and the King, we got two kings, a king and a queen here. So again, status is huge. Open up to this experience. Where is it the most clear? I'm not sure. Yeah, so to me, this is kind of my Aries card. It's about like leading yourself, and it's your own internal guidance that's guiding you where you need to go. Your North Star. Yeah, you're stepping into a place where you're going to feel very strong, very empowered. But it's because, again, wise leader. Didn't I say my channeled messages? Use it wisely. Use it wisely. Yeah, you're about to get knowledge or access to knowledge, but you want to make sure you use it wisely. You're going to also be matching up with people who are of wise leadership as well. Yeah. There's something about beauty and magic coming through here. So your beauty, to me, beauty, when you truly embrace like how you feel, how you look in your body, it's about being comfortable. And beauty to me is an experience. It's not and like how you look. To me, people can be quite beautiful without like any of that going on because their light is so beautiful. Right? So 14, 4 is about stability, 1 is about the self. Stabilizing yourself makes you a wise leader. 4 and 1 add up to 5, which is about change. We have here wisdom. Matisse. Dang, 35. They want to double down on wisdom for you. Wisdom. Again, a lot of access to knowledge, a lot of wisdom. You're creating this with inside of yourself. Again, about the beauty. Okay. There is an opportunity for you to be seen or talk about. There's a stage. There's like some kind of opportunity for you. You're going to be seen by like more people or an audience or whatnot. Because I keep getting beauty very strong. To me, the beauty, again, is a representation of people being a part of your energy or experiencing your energy. That's what I'm getting. Audience, being seen. Feeling confident to be seen. So 3 and 5 about change, 3 about expression, movement, change. To me, that's like change. 5 and 3 add up to 8. Prosperity, abundance, but I'm also getting transformation. Scorpio energy from that. We have here a star communion, 23. So the star is actually known for being one of the, what is like the goddesses of the goddesses or something like that. There's like a leadership. There's a seniority connected with her. 23. Again, another 3. Wow. Wow, these women are strong. Yeah, we have like 3 strong women, like 3 incredibly strong women who are very much about being confident in this space. So confidence is huge. It's boosting up. But yes, most definitely an opportunity for you to share your knowledge, your wisdom. This is helping to make you a leader in your community and a guide for other people. Yeah, a star is about, she was helping like other priestesses. She was part of a temple that helped with other priestesses. So again, I'm getting a strong sisterhood. I think there's feminines coming into your life as well. Feminines, like leader women, feminine women are here to help you as well. Yeah, so 2 and 3 out to 5 again about the change. 2 is about connections. Yeah, connections. Sisterhood. Storyteller. There it is. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. We talked about this. Storyteller. So perhaps you have a story to share, to tell with other people. Ability to experience and express life. You're just going to be getting like a lot of knowledge, information, downloads. Get a pen, write. Maybe set an intention, be like, I want to write a book right now, and then just be like, all right, let's start writing the book. Or just channel, just see, what am I feeling called to write or talk about right now? What's interesting? It's just something that you feel very creatively tapped into. Very creative, very expressive. It oozes out of you naturally. You don't have to force it. This could be any kind of artistic expression and storytelling. It could be abstracts. It could be through visual art, not just the liberal arts. Okay, so the storyteller, it has this bright, opulent green. Yeah, again, it's like it's going to be a very refreshing experience for you. Like, it just feels like air, breathing, refreshing, lively, energetic. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Oh, that's a lot. Wow. Okay. So we have here, lighten your load. So this is a shift that's needing to happen. Again, with the Three of Swords. And what was the other card? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so lighten the load. This is about expectations of the world. Expectations of the world about how you felt like who you're supposed to be or how you're supposed to live your life. Where you're going, you don't need any of these expectations. In fact, God doesn't really hold any expectations. He just wants and he hopes for us to know of ourselves. That's it. If you can really, part of us is like we're addicted to that, or we're addicted to the achievement because we're just used to it. That was the reality we knew before, and that's all we knew. But you're being opened up into a different like world and experience. So let yourself have that. Maybe your friendship. What did I say? Yeah, there's a sisterhood energy that's coming through. Sometimes I'm really freaked out by, I don't know, I don't think about it too much, but these readings are extremely synchronistic. Like, I mean, I know I channel, but everything's just like on, like to the, like dot your I's, cross your T's, like to the smallest detail. It's like, right on point. Okay, so friendship. Yeah, there's a sisterhood you're open up to. These are people who kind of are they're open to the same reality. They're open to that same experience, but you're coming to a place, I don't know, you're attracting people here. You're attracting a community. It felt very like ethereal in my imagination. And I figured you would be experiencing this too, because my imagination can get wild. And it can be so imaginative to the point where I'm like, is this just energy? But then it's also physical reality too. Yeah, we have here trust. And we have this angel standing on the mountain looking at the sky. Yeah, again, about being divinely guided. You have to just continue to trust that guidance that comes towards you. Trust it continuously. Okay, I'm going to keep pulling cards until I feel like it's complete. Grace. Again with the sisterhood. There's like 3 women on this card. It's hard to see in this lighting. Grace, blessing, come to me, set me free. This is the main message. It's the sisterhood. It's people who are tuned into that frequency of grace. Living a life of grace. I feel like I want to get more nosy. Even though I'm saying and I'm seeing exactly confirmed to me what I was channeling, I'm feeling more curious. Okay, tell us more, guides. Oh, this is the exact same cards that came out in the last reading. Was it the last reading or? Oh no, it was like something. We have your broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. And we have here fire garden, ignite your passions. Both are going to be important and vital to opening up more to this experience. So embrace the energy of peace. Something that I often I've heard people say before is that they're broken. You can't be broken. There's no such thing. It's the mind and the ego that makes you think you're broken. You're not actually broken. And the way that we heal is actually taking off things. It's like uncovering layers and take off the layers. Pain is one layer. Insecurity. People pleaser is another layer. Like, these are layers and we wear them, but they're not us. None of them are. Okay. Guys, see what else you want to let us know. Sometimes there's random cards that come out. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify that. So I got wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and something that you want. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Okay, that kind of connects me back to friendship, the broken arrow, and what I was just talking about, how we think we're broken. Clarify the wedge. I feel like it's a mentality. 6 of Cups, yeah, so it's your past. It's how you used to perceive yourself. It's how you're used to perceiving yourself, how you always saw yourself. So the past is always going to come up. It's going to tell you, no, you're this. Even though you're like, I'm awakening, I'm opening up to more, I'm opening up to infinite abundance. The past is going to come up and it's going to be like, oh, no, actually, you're this. And you're like, no, but I'm not. But I'm not. But you aren't. You are not your past. That's a layer. False identity. Gemini. Clarify the Gemini, please. Uranus, yeah. So you're going to be united with people who you think alike. Who think alike you. Who think like you. Uranus, a genius kind of thinking. Uranus, Gemini. People who think like you. People who are curious about the world similar to you. But that's also the knowledge you're having access to. Can you clarify with me this friendship? What's happening here? Can you tell me more? Let's see, what else? Tell me more about the friendship. Clarify that for me. That's interesting. Oh. And tell me more. Oh. Dang. And is that okay? Okay. I'm gonna keep pulling cards. So I got 5 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and Knight of Cups. Here to clarify the friendship energy. I'm like, 5 of Wands for friendship. What does that mean? But I think that's what you're needing to release, right? It's very interesting. Can you clarify the 5 of Wands? I feel like I just clarified it. 8 of Wands. Oh, okay. 8 of Wands reverse. So 5 of Wands can be about competition or feeling like you're competing against people. 8 of Wands is about releasing or letting go or slowing down. Or this, this feeling of I'm against other people. Why on earth? For some of you, there is like distinct connections that are, I don't know if they're telling you to end them. I mean, look, you got the free will. But they want you to be honest about what you're wanting to create in connections, because there's a lot about like needing to walk away from some people. Some people are groups of people maybe that are not the best influence, that don't really help you feel free in yourself. It's like, I almost want to say like these people don't really know who you are. They don't really know who you are. That's why hanging out with them moving on forward, especially with this awakening happening, is not going to work. Or it's just not, it's going to work against you. So maybe like more hermit mode and meditation will be needed in order to like really know. I don't necessarily believe in just cutting people off, but you can just pull your energy away and see where that lands you. But there's a lot about like popularity or being liked that's coming through here. And I was just talking about people pleaser. Ah, okay. I feel like they're just throwing my words back at me. They're like, don't be a people pleaser. Don't do it. It's going to work to your disadvantage. Okay. Is there any messages you want to tell us, guys? We'll finish up here. We have here a strength card. Okay. And clarify the strength card. Or let me just look at it. Yeah, so strength card, this is about knowing, like really knowing how to access your internal power. Like you're strong. You're very strong and you have a effortless strength here. That they want you to tap into the effortless strength as opposed to the effort strength. Not to say that things in life don't require effort, but there's an effortless strength that you can use. And that to me is authenticity. That's like one of them. When you're just being yourself, that's like a natural strength. You don't have to try to be yourself. You just are. You don't have to, how do I be myself today? You just be. You just be. Yeah. And again, about taming those fears, taming those insecurities is going to be important as well. Taming them. Calming them and just saying, here, you'll be fine. It's going to be okay. Rest assured, I got this. Let me lead. Yeah, we got King of Wands. Look at that. So that's a Leo energy for you. Strength card and King of Wands. This is going to be a long reading. Well. Whoa. It's going to sound so weird. But I just noticed his wand that he was holding. It looked very like status, power, strength. That's what I'm feeling from it. And this is what you're coming to really know, is where your strength really lies. What power you truly yield. You didn't see it before, but now you're coming upon, by igniting your passions, following your passions, you're coming upon your natural strengths. It's like, wow, this is actually my strength. I thought of this maybe as my weakness, but actually this is my strength. This is what I'm innately good at. This is what innately brings me to where I need to be, where I need to go in order to nothing really, but just be. Okay. I feel like I need to pull another card for you guys. We'll do a chakra card advice and then we'll end it. Chakra card advice. Whoa, okay, that came out like crazy. We have your crown chakra affirmations. I'm divine and inspired. Dang. I'm divine and inspired. Card number 95. I'm divine and inspired. Yeah, King of Wands, strength card. Live a life of inspiration by being it. Live a life of divinity by being it. I'm divine and inspired. We have here sacral chakra stones. There are many healing stones and crystals that can be used for the sacral chakra. A closed sacral chakra can leave you feeling isolated or disconnected. To open and activate this chakra, orange and coral calcite, orange carnelian, and citrine are useful. If your sacral chakra is overactive, stones such as amber can be soothing and healing. Okay, so they're talking about isolation and disconnection. So that might actually be part of the healing work that needs to be done. Is this feeling of like I'm alone, or I'm going to be alone, or nobody really understands. We're needing to heal that disconnection. I feel like if you really connect with yourself internally, you're going to find a way to effortlessly connect with other people too. Connect with other people too. So it's in that sacral chakra that helps us to feel that connection with other people. The sacral chakra is located near the gut. Listening to your gut instincts about people, what you need to do, where you need to go in life, what direction you're being called to. So yeah, with that strength card and that King of Wands, I would say, and the fire, ignite your passions. The more you're doing things that you're passionate about, the more you're going to be aligned with people. You're going to connect with yourself, but you're also going to align with people who feel connected to you, and you won't feel so isolated. And we go in and out of those experiences of isolation and feeling good. But I truly believe if you sit with yourself, get to know yourself, get curious, you're not going to feel so isolated and alone. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. I was going to say group number 1. I'm going to end the reading here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if it resonated down below. Have a beautiful day or evening. Bye.